we are on phase 2 of winterizing the chicken coop. And so Mr. Viking sorry about the hens. They're gossiping about who laid the last egg, but oh my God. Anyway, so Mr. Viking's gonna tell you what's going on.
We have the avian chorus here this morning. I don't know who did what, but I think there's a cackleberry. We've got plastic, we've got cardboard, we've got more plastic. I did this piece already. I'm doing this piece here. Trip and Sister's going to take care of plastic on the insides here and here. And then I can move around to the front, and theoretically, all going well, we'll be done in a couple of hours. Thanks for coming along.
So we've got this side done, the east side of the coop done, and those doors right there, these two doors here, they can still open. I mean, you know, it doesn't look like it can, but it can. They can open. What we did was we just bind them together to make them one door, so that it's easier to get in and out, because their 5-gallon food container has been moved to the inside. So hopefully they'll be warm enough this winter. We still have to do the front, the 2 front doors. One of them we're going to close permanently for the winter. And I haven't made up my mind how I'm going to do the other door, because both of them are pretty wide. So, and they lift up. They don't go from side to side. So I'll have to think of a way to make that happen and still make it accessible to get in and sweep out the shavings. So
we've moved around to the last part of our adventure. Here we're closing in the final end of the coop. We're going to close this one completely with plastic and plywood, yet still leave the gate accessible for when we want to clean the coop out. And this one we're closing, as you can see, about 3/4 of that, leaving a small door for the girls to go in and out, upon which we will be affixing plastic strips, just like they have at the big people's restaurants and loading docks and things like that. So they'll be able to go in and out at will, but it'll still provide some buffer to keep the heat inside the coop.
And as you can see, their 5-gallon food bucket, we've had that in there for a while now. It's just sitting on a couple of bricks to get it up off the ground. And we've got their other bucket there. Now, in the event we need heat, it's going to go over there somewhere. We've got the outlets and stuff, so where we can plug it in, so that'll be fine. And I think the last thing we'll probably need to do is to put some kind of air buffer down here. And then we're going to do probably the deep litter method. We'll just put a lot of insulation on the flooring, and that should help too. So the only other concern I have now is their water freezing. So I don't know what we're going to do about that, because if you remember that jiggamarole down there, the cooler, we had it insulated to keep the water cool in there during the summer, but we're not putting that big thing inside here. So we'll have to figure out something about the heater, or keeping their water from freezing. So we'll see what happens in regard to that. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and close this off and see how it looks when we get finished. So we've got the plastic up, got the cardboard over there. We left them one little hole to get in and out. And yeah, hopefully they don't freeze too much in the wintertime. we were thinking about putting some clear strips of plastic there. They've already started going in and out, so you know they like little tiny spaces anyway. We wanted to make sure it was big enough for our Brahmas to get through, and it is. So we got the bottom sealed off because we get some bitterly cold air here. And we didn't put cardboard here, and the reason being is because it would be very, very dark in there. So we wanted them to have some light, but it is somewhat insulated against the wind with this plastic up. Also, we put a track there for runoff for water. If it gets in, it you know, rather than going into the coop, then it'll run through the track. Mr. Viking poured some water on there and it ran out. We have it going outside of the coop into the yard for runoff. And we've got these boards here just to keep the draft from coming up through the bottom. So I know some people don't use heaters. The only thing we're concerned about is the eggs possibly freezing. So what I forgot to tell you yesterday was that we took everything out of the brooder boxes, swept them all out, and lined it with cardboard. So let me just show you that. Okay, you probably can't really see in here, but we were having problems with them kicking a lot of the straw out of the box, so we made this border here higher. And we took all of this grass out, or straw, lined it with cardboard, and put straw and diatomaceous earth back in there. I might take this plastic off of here. Well, no, I won't. It won't make a difference because we have the cardboard. But I might take it off the door, off this little window here, and make it clear. Use clear vinyl so that they can get more light in there. But anyhow, I guess we're pretty much finished. So this kind of completes phase 2. I think we're ready for winter, and we will see you guys on the next project. Keep tripping.